I'm going to be honest, I did plan to write a script for this because this was going to be one of those more serious videos where I'm talking about something that's more personal, connected to me, but I went completely off script and now I don't even know what I'm talking about. Picture the scenario. You're a very talented artist. People love your work and give so much praise for it. You feel so accomplished. You feel like just a absolute god. Until the new kid shows up on the block all gangster and flexes his artwork. And everyone's like, whoa, that's cool. And then you look at your artwork and you're like, oh, wow, oh, wow. My art is full of shit! The artistic mindset effect. The act of doubting your own artwork upon seeing another's that's better. Yes, I made that up because there's no official term for it. But does there really need to be an official term for it? The answer is yes. It's not the rarest thing to see when it comes to like any artist. Like, in fact, 99% of the time, it's going to happen. Like me, for example, I get that a lot. And a bunch of other people will get that a lot. So if that's said and done, let's talk about my art style and how crappy it is. Okay. Clearly, I need to cut myself some slack because looking back, my art has drastically improved a lot. But Ethan, I hear you asking, why are you making a video about you talking about your art style? What kind of significance does this have? And I'll tell you, well, actually, I'm not going to repeat what I said in the past when it came to the Hands Not Wholesome video. That one was a really good one to make. Right, I wanted to talk about how I don't think I'm an artist. Allow me to elaborate. I just feel like I don't give myself enough credit whatsoever when it comes to making my drawings. Most of the time it's because of the way my style is or because it's the software that I use. Now, for those of you who don't know, I use Adobe Illustrator, and that's not the kind of software you would expect someone to use when it comes to creating like comics or art. Now, from what I've seen, Adobe Illustrator is used for like making logos or something like that. I don't know what to use Illustrator for, but as far as I'm concerned, the way I'm doing my art, I feel like I should be using a different software. I should be using Krita. But here's the thing. I absolutely dislike regular drawing. I don't like it at all because I feel like if I screw up one thing or if I place something in the wrong place, everything gets screwed over. And that's what I like so much about Illustrator, because I can basically do whatever I want in a sense that I'm limited, but I have max control over what I can fix and correct. For example, when I'm making my characters, if I draw an eye in the wrong place, I can just move it over, or I can stretch it a little to fix it the way I want to. Vector art has been such a big help when it comes to make these comics. For example, I can clone the drawings, drag them however I want, edit them however I want, and I can make things go quicker. I can make these character models, and then if I want to make other characters, I can grab the current model, edit it from scratch, and then make a new character. I don't have to redraw everything because everything that I've created is at my disposal. Okay, obviously, I'm getting a little off here. Ethan, what are you trying to say? Well, what I'm trying to say is, my artwork is just very basic and simple when I feel like it can be so much more. But that's when it really hit me. Not all drawings have to be cool and flashy and nice looking for it to be good. It can be bare bones simple, and it can still be art. There's a new saying that I like to use: if it is created, it is art. And that is something that should be applied more, where if you can create something and it looks cool or it's nice to look at or really anything, then it should be considered art, no matter how weird it may look. And that's something to really take away from this video. It's that drawings can be simple and it don't have to be complex. Literally, the title of the video. No matter what software or no matter what you do as an artist, it can be anything. Like if you use Illustrator like I do, if you do sketches, if you do Pascal drawings, Photoshop, anything, never doubt yourself as an artist. Okay? That's like one of the #1 rules in art, is that your art is unique to you. And it took me quite a long time to accept that this is my art style. This is how I do things. Sure, I can't do proper shading. Sure, I can't do proper gradient. I limit myself based on the software that I use. So it's one of those moments where it's just kind of like, you know what you're getting yourself into, but it works in your advantage. Just do art the way you want it to. It can be simple and it can be complex, which is the title of the video. My art style is simple, but that doesn't mean it's bad. And just because something is complex doesn't mean it's always good. Okay, who am I kidding? Anything that's complex can be good. So much time has passed with me evolving with this art style to the point where I can somewhat confidently say, yes, I am an artist. It's quite insane for me to think that I pulled something off like this. I haven't seen anyone else do something similar to what I've done. And you can send a link or something to show me that people have done something similar to this, but I don't think I've really seen anyone who's used Illustrator to make comics like these. I don't think I've seen something like that. And I feel like that's what makes me stand out, what makes me feel unique about my art style. And your art style can be unique even if it's not original, because we all have a different way of drawing what we draw. Even if it's a specific drama like that, even if it's like a specific genre like anime, not all anime is going to look the same. That's what makes it unique. You can literally look at character models from different TV shows and how animators draw those characters differently. I don't know if I'm lazy enough to get it or not. I didn't say that correctly. Screw voiceovers. But it's true. We're all different, but yet we can still be the same. Where am I going with this again? This is why a script would have been very helpful. Maybe I'll just repeat things and then I'll clip them out. So this all comes back to the artistic mindset effect. And I get affected by it a lot, not because I don't think my art is good enough, but because of the way I do my art. I feel like my art is pretty standout decent on its own, but its origin and how I make it makes me think that I'm not good enough to be a proper artist. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you are an artist and you do things differently, fantastic. You stand out. You don't have to be a part of the norm. There's a quote saying that the popular route isn't always the right one. And I know that maybe sound a little, I don't know, you can find some loopholes there for that. But what I'm trying to put out is, you should embrace your own artwork. No matter how weird it may look, you can draw a stick man for all I care and call that art. It doesn't have to be Da Vinci level pretty. It just has to be yours. I'm gonna close out with that saying. And I really hope that this shines some light on people who think their art is not so good when really it should be. And I hope that I can get some closure and can finally say that I'm an artist. That it doesn't matter what software I use. The things I create, people like them. People enjoy what I've created so far. And that's probably the best feeling to have. People who like what you make. It doesn't have to be the entire world. It doesn't have to be an entire country. If you have people around that like what you do, I feel like that's good enough. Thank you guys so much for listening. It means a lot. I'm not gonna say go subscribe or whatever, because honestly, that's YouTube baloney, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna close out with my new basic outro, but like, screw outro still. Stay safe, stay wholesome, and don't forget to always be creative. My God, I have a lot of work to do. Big things are coming, and I really hope that I can pull through with this. I'll see you all soon. Later.